Hi, folks. Welcome to Curtis Goes Corner. No BS here, just straight commentary. Please like and subscribe. And as always, thank you for your support. Hi, folks. Welcome to Curtis Goes Corner. From WXYZ.com. I love those call letters. What great call letters. WXYZ. Macomb County prosecutor says criminal charges possible against Governor Whitmer over nursing home deaths. Those of you that don't know, Governor Whitmer is the governor of Michigan. Very similar thing to New York State where I live. I live upstate here, not New York City, way upstate. Just the numbers are different, a lot more in New York, but I think the theory's the same. Let's read on. Criminal charges could be in the works against Governor Gretchen Whitmer over putting COVID patients inside nursing homes used as hubs early in the pandemic. New Macomb County prosecutor Peter Lucido says people who lost loved ones to COVID as residents or staff inside nursing homes should go back to get the vital information about the circumstances of their death and take that to local police, make a complaint as a wrongful death. Lucido says HIPAA laws, he can't get that information in his own investigation. Interesting. I thought the investigation had subpoena power. Obviously, there's roadblocks involved in this prosecutor digging. Why? You can use the HIPAA laws as an excuse, not the prosecutor, but the people turning over the information. New York Governor Cuomo is currently under investigation for allegedly doctoring the number of COVID deaths inside nursing homes. Lucino says only 5 states, including Michigan and New York, use the care facilities as hubs. Technically, that's true. The sentence, Andrew Cuomo is currently under investigation for allegedly doctoring the number of COVID deaths. He personally didn't do it. One of his main aides admitted it right out. The DOJ, and you got to remember at the time, Donald Trump was president, and his numbers were looking pretty decent, was starting to investigate. But my understanding is, correct me if I'm wrong, the Department of Justice, the federal DOJ, was investigating, and they lied about the numbers. In other words, if you're in a nursing home and you're on the tail end of COVID and you're elderly, you're going to die quick. They rush you to the hospital, you die there, and they said the death was not in the nursing home. That's what they did in a lot of cases, is my understanding. Let's read on. Lucido tells 7 Action News, if we find there's been willful negligence of office, if we find there's been reckless endangerment of a person's life by bringing them in, we would move forward with charges against the governor. Of course we would. Nobody's above the law in this state. Well, I'm sure he's a Republican, and I'm not putting the guy down when I say that. Those are fairly strong words. Anyone who had loved ones inside nursing homes during the last year knows about the pain of COVID deaths and isolation with no in-person visits. By a weird coincidence, I'm negotiating the sale of my business. And the lawyer that I used to buy the building 10 years ago, I asked the current lawyer, when he mentioned his name, we went through the abstract title. And I says, how is Mr. A? I'm not going to say his name. He died. Of what? He goes, COVID. I had a cousin, a couple of lawyers I know, a few people in the area. It's everywhere. How do you prove that the policy of putting even younger people with COVID in nursing homes directly affected your relative and had them die of COVID? That's a tough nut. Let's read on. Lucido started looking into this last year as a state senator. He issued a statement in August that said more than 2,000 residents and 21 staff died in nursing homes, 32% of all deaths. Yes, deaths are a lot lower in Michigan than in New York because our population's a lot bigger. I believe ours is 15,000 in nursing homes. Lucido was asking people to go back to the nursing homes and gather the vital information surrounding deaths and take it to local police to file a wrongful death report. He will be meeting with Macomb County Police to instruct them how to proceed and verify the information and bring it to his office. Why did my mom or why did my dad, brother, sister, or aunt die? Oh, he forgot the uncle. Was it because the policy was bringing in COVID-infected patients that spread to my mom that killed my mother? After becoming a prosecutor this year, Lucido asked fellow county prosecutors to form a blue ribbon committee for consistency investigating these cases. That associated as a group declined. Wow. And said Lucido should make the request to the Michigan Attorney General and feds. Now, I'm not sure how it works in Michigan. I would assume, like New York, the Attorney General is elected and not appointed by the governor. After the feds and the association said they take the request to the Attorney General and the feds, Lucido provided letters showing he did last May. The Attorney General said there was not proper basis to open an investigation. See, that's the thing. You don't know if this is politics. You don't know if it's a legal conundrum. See, that's the thing. I don't know who the Attorney General is in Michigan. My gut probably tells me it's a Democrat, but that's my bias. The U.S. Attorney said they will look into his request. I didn't receive a very warm welcome. Yeah, I'll bet. This is not political, everyone. This is about people who passed away at the behest of a policy that was created by the governor. Lucinda tells 7 Action News. We got a statement from Governor Whitmer that says, to be fair, I have to read it. Well, I don't have to be fair, but I'll read it. Oh, I'm sure this is a beauty. I didn't read the whole article yet. I skipped this part on purpose because I wanted to do the reaction on the video for the first time. Our top priority from the start has been protecting Michiganders, especially seniors and our most vulnerable. Oh, God. You know, I just stayed about half an hour ago, so I'm gonna see if I can get through this. The administration's policies carefully track CDC guidance on nursing homes, and we prioritize testing of nursing home residents and staff to save lives. Early in the pandemic, the state acted swiftly to create a network of regional hubs with isolation units and adequate PPE to prevent the spread of COVID-19 within a facility. In addition, we have offered 100% of nursing homes resident priority access to the vaccine. Both the former head of AARP as well as an independent UM study praised our work to save lives in nursing homes. Giving out the vaccine after 95% of the vaccine has already passed through the nursing home and saying you're using it to protect seniors is disingenuous at best. Ms. Lucido's comments are shameful political attacks. Oh, so I got to do my... They're shameful. You know what? I say normally if it was a governor, you got a serious set on you, but it's a woman, so I can't say that, but I'll say it anyway. Governor Whitmer, you got a serious set on you. Shameful to accuse somebody like you of shameful politics. Shameful politics, political attacks based on neither fact nor reality. Well, I thought fact was reality. And reality is fact. They're both the same. Even his former colleague, Republican Senator Ed McBroom, has said, have not seen any evidence or testimony that says that a nursing home was forced to take someone against their will. And there's a reason why Mr. Lucindo's colleagues have publicly rebuked this politically motivated waste of taxpayer dollars. Oh, I'm sure her concern is taxpayer dollars. Michiganders are tired of these petty partisan games, and we won't be distracted by them either. Mean like you're the genius that kept Walmart open in your state and other big box stores while all the little mom and pops and all the downtowns and all the cities are basically shut down and died, while you roped off sections that weren't food. You know, if you went to Walmart to buy food during the pandemic, during the, I believe, unconstitutional lockdowns, my understanding is the governor has the right to lock a city down, an area down, a state down, with the permission and coordination with the state legislature, i.e. legislation. They didn't get that. And here's what happened, because I live in upstate New York. I know how in a small way how New York State politics works. Not the dirty part, but this part. Why aren't all the assembly members in New York screaming and howling about Governor Cuomo's lockdowns? Because when people complain to them, they're going to say, wasn't me. Talk to the governor's office. That way they get the skrill out of it and not taking the responsibility, even though they could very well believe what he was doing was correct. And that's the way the game is played. And they won't be distracted by these partisan games either. Distracted. Distracted from what? Michigan is one of the states, I believe. You got to be very careful when you talk here, because I had a video taken down concerning the Life magazine article. In the article they had considering the 2020 election. Is Michigan corrupt? Yeah, I think all states are corrupt, but some just kind of like people. All people suck, including me. I just like to think that I suck a lot less than most. States and governors are no different. Is this a political hatchet job? I mean, it's going to be really tough to prove. I mean, knowing and proving in court is two different things. Ask O.J. Simpson that one. Anyway, folks, it's tragic. It's just horrible what happened. Why would they put those people in nursing homes? I don't believe for a minute the CDC said to do that. In fact, Dr. Fauci, the CDC, everything, they're all over the place and still are. What are you supposed to believe? What guidance are you supposed to believe? I mean, they could make a case for it. We'll say Governor Whitmer and the state could make the case in civil court. Wait a minute. We got like 18 different versions of the same thing we were supposed to do, and they change sometimes daily. What were we supposed to follow? The guidance really second, of course, she'll blame Donald Trump for that. You know, he's guilty of everything from global warming to the Lindbergh kidnapping. But you know what? I don't think anybody's going to be prosecuted. I think there might be some civil suits. Chances are maybe 1 in 3 is my guess that it'll be successful. Same with New York. And that's the twisted part of New York. Why, if and when Andrew Cuomo resigns, won't be the fact that 15,000 people died in nursing homes. It'll be the fact that it acted like an ass to a few women and acted like a creep and did some things that made him feel uncomfortable. Both people he worked with, people that work for him, and outside of where he works as governor. So being a creep and being creepy makes you resign. Having a policy that kills 15,000 people, hypothetically, makes it okay. You can stay governor. So if these charges hadn't come up, or these accusations against Governor Cuomo, he would still be the golden boy. And that, folks, is the really twisted part of this whole scenario here in New York. And now I see in Michigan. And until next time, folks, goodbye and good luck.